Good evening, students. Today we'll be starting with banking. So last class it was money, right? So today we'll start with banking. So the first one will start with the meaning of bank all about, right? So what is bank? Bank is a financial institution which accept deposit from the public and provide loans and advances to the general public, right? So that is bank all about. And whenever we talk about commercial bank, the main motive of commercial bank is to earn profit. Okay, so and their primary function is to accept deposit and providing loans and advances to the general public. And apart from that, they have some general utility functions. That means they also provide various services like locker facility, then issuing of letter of credit. So all those services are provided to the customers, as well as they are providing various agency services like agency functions, like bank act as agent of the customer. That means middleman of the customer. It's like with the help of bank, children's bill payment and children's school fees, college fees, that can be provided. Electricity bill, different electricity, telephone bill, all those can be provided, right? So today we'll see various functions of commercial bank. The first one you can see here, acceptance of deposit. Okay, so here the public provide a deposit to the bank. That means give deposit in the bank in the form of various accounts. So banks are giving various facilities, like they are giving facilities to the customers to open current account, to open saving account, term deposit account, and recurring or cumulative deposit account. So these are the three forms of account, or we can say the types of accounts that is provided by the banks to the customers, right? So the first one is current deposit account. So here you can see here, these are the deposits made into the current account of a bank. They are most convenient to the businessmen, public authorities, and joint stock companies, because there are no restrictions on the number and the amount of withdrawals. Okay, so here current account can be opened only by the businessman, that you remember. Current account can be opened only by the businessman, and it is convenient for the businessman. Why? Anytime, okay, anytime the businessman can open as many as number of times from their account. And overdraft facility, that is given in current deposit account. Okay, so in current deposit account, overdraft facility is given. Clear? Now saving deposit account, so that is opened by anyone. Saving deposit account can be opened by a student, a businessman, a salaried employee, artisans, agriculturist, farmers, housewife. Everyone can open saving deposit account. Okay, and in the saving deposit account nowadays, like maximum rate of interest that is provided by the bank is maximum is 4%. Okay, some banks are giving 2% to 4%, that is given in the saving deposit account. And in case of current deposit account, no interest, no rate of interest, no interest is given to the customers. In the current account, no interest is given by the bank to the customers. Okay, and in saving deposit account, here the rate of interest provided by the bank is from 2% to 4%. Fine. Now next one is your term deposit account. So term deposit account is your fixed deposit account. Here you can see fixed deposit account. So term deposit can be ranged from, okay, you can see it can be for 1 year, it can be for 5 years, it can be for 10 years, 15 years. So term deposit is a fixed deposit. A person, a customer is depositing a fixed amount of money one time. Okay, one time. A fixed amount of money that is deposited by the customer for one time for a fixed period of time, suppose 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And after expiry of this period, the principal amount and the interest is given to the customers. And here the rate of interest varies from 6% to hardly nowadays, not 12%, 12% is not nowadays not given. It is given from 6 or we can say 5% to maximum 7.25% or maybe 7%, not more than that. Okay, if it's senior citizen, then maybe 7.75%, like that. After COVID, like, the rate of interest has gone down. Okay, it's not even 8% also nowadays. So if anyone is depositing money or opening account in the form of your fixed deposit account, okay, so in this account, the customer deposit a fixed amount of money for a fixed period of time, fine? And the rate of interest ranges from 6% to 7.5% maximum. Okay. Now next one is recurring or cumulative deposit account. So what is recurring deposit account? Here the customer is depositing a fixed amount of money every month, fixed amount of money every month for a fixed period of time. Suppose you have decided that you will be opening a recurring deposit account and you can pay only 1,000 every month. 1,000 per month for suppose 5 years. Okay, so every month you have to deposit 1,000. So there is a fixed amount of money every month paid in the recurring deposit account for a fixed period of time. So when you will keep on paying 1,000 per month for 5 years, suppose your deposit will be 60,000, right? 12,000 1 year, 5,000 5 years, 60,000. So when at the maturity, that means after 5 years, you will get 60,000 plus interest. Okay, so here also interest ranges from your 6% to 7-8%. Okay, not more than that. So these are the variants of fixed deposit. These deposits are very convenient to those who cannot save huge amount at a time. Okay, so whoever cannot like pay a fixed amount at once or at a time, so for them recurring deposit account is convenient. Am I clear to you, everyone? Okay. So this is all about the function of commercial bank, the primary function of commercial bank. Okay, function of commercial bank, primary function of commercial bank, this is number 1, that is acceptance of deposit. And the number 2 is your giving or payment of loans and advances. So that can be in the form of that can be in the form of point number 2, you can see here, payment of loans and advances. The first one is demand loans or call loans. Second one is short-term loans. Third one is cash credit. So what is demand loan and call loans? A demand loan is a loan that should be repaid on demand by the bank. It doesn't have a specified maturity period. This loan is a kind of advance made with or without security. Okay? So this is a loan which is given with or without security. These are also called call loans. Normally, call loans are given to other banks or financial institution for a day or few days. So it's like your call loan or call money or demand loan. That means one bank giving a call to the another bank, or maybe sending one email or giving a phone call to the another bank that we have shortage of fund, you give us loan for 1 day. If there is a holiday in between, or maybe Saturday, Sunday, second Saturday or Sunday in between, then it will be for 3 days or maybe 4 days, right? So that is called your call loan, or we can say demand loan all about. If one bank is taking loan from another bank or another financial institution, or if one financial institution is taking loan from another bank or another financial institution, that is called your call loan, or we can say demand loan. Am I clear to you? And here rate of interest is volatile and very high. Okay, it's keep changing, it's very volatile and it's very high. And what is short-term loan all about? Short-term loan is like they are sanctioned to businessmen and farmers, etc., to finance working capital requirement. Okay, for a very short period of time, like less than a year, okay, if loan is given to the businessman or maybe to the agriculturists or maybe to the farmers by the bank, that is called your short-term loan all about. Individuals may also receive such loan as personal loans. They are given against security. So security is given, and against security, loan is sanctioned to the particular person. Now next one is your cash credit. So cash credit is also a type of loan that is, or advance that is provided to the businessman. It's like, it refers to an arrangement by which the bank allows its customer to borrow money up to a specified limit from an account opened for the purpose. Okay? So like the person is asking for some amount of money and one bank account is open. Okay, and that money is deposited into the account, and the bank will sanction a specified amount that this much you can now borrow. So on that borrowed amount, the rate of interest is charged by the bank. So the customers need not withdraw the entire amount in one installment. It's not necessary the entire amount the customer will be withdrawing. So whatever the customer will be withdrawing amount, on that amount only rate of interest will be charged by the bank. So that is your cash credit all about. Am I clear to everyone? Okay. Now, overdraft. So this already I have told you, overdraft facility is given by the bank in case you have a current account. Okay, so overdraft facility is given to the businessman who has a current account. And what is overdraft all about? Suppose you have 5 lakhs rupees in your account and you want 6 lakhs rupees, right? So you want to withdraw more than the available balance. So if you're withdrawing more than the available balance, that is called overdraft. So in your account, your available balance will be minus 1 lakh, right? So if you're withdrawing more than the available balance, so that is called overdraft facility all about. So this facility is only given to the current account holders. Here it's mentioned, it's only given to the current account holders. And they are allowed to withdraw money with or without security in excess of the balance available in their account up to a limit. So there is a limit. So on it depends upon the credit worthiness of the customers. Okay, so it depends upon the credit worthiness of the customer. So up to a specified limit, the customers are allowed to withdraw money. Okay, overdraw. So interest is charged on the amount of actual withdrawal. So on overdraft, so whatever will be the overdraft, over withdrawn money, so on that interest will be charged by the bank to the customers. Am I clear? So in this point, you need to remember overdraft facility is given to whom? Saving account holder, current account holder, recurring deposit account holder. So what is the right option? Yes, current account holder. Rate of interest is charged or not? Yes. Yes, in overdraft, rate of interest is charged. Okay, and in current account, no interest is provided by the bank to the customers. No interest is given. Rest in saving account, fixed deposit account, as well as in recurring deposit account, interest is given to the customers. Now next one is discounting of bill. Okay, so this is also one kind of advances. So you have a bill, and the maturity period is suppose December 1. Okay, so a bill is given to you for suppose 5 lakhs, and the maturity, the date is given in the bill, that is December 1. Now it's November going on, and you want your money on Monday. Today is 8th, 9th? 9th. So you want money on 11th of November, right? So you can go to the bank with that bill of exchange, and you can discount it. Okay, if the bill amount is for 5 lakhs, so if the bank is charging 1%, so that means how much bank will take from you? 5,000, right? 5,000. So the bank will give you 4,95,000, and they will charge 5,000 from you. So that is discounting of bill. And on maturity period, that is maturity date on December 1, that money will be recovered from the drawee. Okay, that will be recovered from the party by the bank. So that 5,000 is the what? Profit for the bank. So that is also one kind of loan that is given by the bank to the customers. So this, what is it? Bill of exchange are undertakings written by the buyers and given to sellers when the transaction is made on credit basis. Okay, so when a buyer is buying goods from the seller on credit, so in that case, like a bill of exchange is given, the buyer undertakes to make payment after a specified period, suppose December 1, on a specified future date. The trader who possesses such bill of exchange with them may approach the bank for discounting of the bill of exchange when they need money. So you need money on Monday, 11th of November, so you're discounting the bill. So before maturity period, the bank has given you, paid you, that is one kind of advance. Fine, clear? Now next one is credit card. Okay, so credit card, you know, everyone knows credit card. So credit card is like you have a card. Even if there is no balance in your account, you're using that card and you can buy anything. You're going to a shopping mall, you can buy. Even if there is no balance in your account. आपके account में 10,000 rupees है, लेकिन आपको shopping करना है, जो पसंद आया आपको वो 50,000 का है. And you know that अभी December 1 को आपके account में 3 लाख रुपया credit हो जाएगा. लेकिन अभी खर्चा करते करते आपके पास बस 10,000 रुपया है. तो you can use your credit card. But there is a limit to that credit card. That also depends upon the credit worthiness of the person. ठीक है, बैंक क्या होता है, बैंक आपको लिमिट देगा. किसी को 50,000 का लिमिट हो सकता है, किसी का 1 लाख का लिमिट हो सकता है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस ऑफ द कस्टमर. ऐसा नहीं कि सबको 1 लाख का लिमिट दे दिया, 2 लाख का लिमिट दे दिया, ऐसा नहीं है. डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल, योर ट्रांजैक्शन, आपके पास कितना अकाउंट में पैसा आता है, कितना ट्रांजैक्शन होता है, आपका कितना इनकम है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. आपका यूज़ कितना होता है, डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. ए क्रेडिट लिमिट इज गिवन टू द कस्टमर्स and accordingly a card is given to the customers and generally the customers they apply for credit card. So वो भी एक तरह का क्या हो गया, आपका लोन हो गया. ठीक है, you are using credit card, you are shopping. Okay, आपने शॉपिंग कर लिया, यूज़ कर लिया, तो पूरा महीना आपने जितना दिन तक आपने वो पैसा यूज़ किया उसके ऊपर एक टाइम रहेगा, उससे ज़्यादा आप यूज़ करेंगे उसके ऊपर आपको इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो वन काइंड ऑफ लोन. सो नाउअडेज द बैंक्स हैव डिवाइस्ड न्यू मेथड्स ऑफ गिविंग लोन टू द कस्टमर्स. One such popular method is issuance of the credit card. A credit card holder can use his card to purchase goods on credit from specified firms and shops and also withdraw cash subject to certain regulations. So this is also one of the, we can say, the type of loan and advances that is given by the banks to the customer. Fine. So in accepting deposit, we have the accounts, how the banks they accept deposit from the public with the help of your opening current account, saving account, recurring deposit account, and fixed deposit account. That is your term deposit account. That ranges from your 1 year, maybe for 5 years, or maybe for 10 years, 8 years, right? And in case of your advancing loans, you have studied cash credit, short-term loan, long-term loan, medium-term loan. Okay, then we have discounting of the bills, right, overdraft facility. So these are some of the types of your loans that is provided by the bank to the customers. Clear? Clear? Okay. So next one is your creation of credit. So creation of credit is nothing but giving loan to the customers. Creating credit create किया. ठीक है, कस्टमर आया आपके पास, मुझे लोन चाहिए. ठीक है, तो बैंक क्या बोलेगा, यू फर्स्ट ओपन योर अकाउंट, ओपन योर बैंक अकाउंट विथ अस. द कस्टमर विल ओपन, submit all the documents, customer will open bank account, then the customer will apply for loan. ठीक है, then the bank will give them credit. So that is creation of credit all about. The commercial banks create credit. This is a unique function of commercial bank. Credit is created from out of the primary deposits of money the customers receive from the public. Part of the total amount of this deposit is given as loans and advances to its customer. It should not be noted that one single bank cannot create credit. It should be noted that one single bank cannot create credit. Banking system as a whole consisting of several banks jointly can create credit. Okay? So creation of credit, that is by the commercial bank, that is out of primary deposits given by the customers. ये जो आपने देखा कि सेविंग डिपॉजिट में लोगों ने पैसा डाला, करंट अकाउंट में डाला, फिक्स डिपॉजिट अकाउंट में डाला, वही पैसा लेके द बैंक इज गिविंग credit to the customers. Now next one is your agency function that I have told you. Okay, so agency function you can see here, all these are agency functions. Agency means the bank that is acting as agent of the customer. क्या क्या करता है? Collection of checks, draft, bill of exchange, etc. of their customers from other banks. Then the banks collect dividend and interest from the business. Then the banks, they purchase and sell securities. ठीक है? Shares खरीदना, बेचना. Then acting as trustee and keeping their funds in safe custody. Making payments such as insurance premium, income tax, subscription, etc. on their of their customers as per their advice. So these are your agency function. And general utility functions are all this: providing locker facility, then transfer of money from one bank to the another bank, then with the help of internet facility like online transaction of money from one person to the another person, from one place to the another place, then issue of the letter of credit, and then endorse and provide guarantee to the shares issued by the joint stock companies and help them in raising capital. ठीक है? सो जो नया कंपनी है उन लोगों को, नया और एग्जिस्टिंग कंपनी है उन लोगों को हेल्प करना, गारंटी देना कि लाइक यू नो दिस इज अ ट्रस्ट वर्दी कंपनी, यू ऑल कैन, जनरल पब्लिक कैन बाय शेयर्स. Okay, they are also acting as your underwriters of the companies. Okay, banks also acting as underwriters of the company, and the banks they issue letter of credit. ठीक है? letter of credit क्या है? क्या है letter of credit? What is it? It is one of the document that is used in international trade. ठीक है? जो मान लो कि आपको एक्सपोर्ट करना है, you want to export good from जापान. ठीक है? और वो जापान में जो बैठा है, आप उससे मिलने जाओगे क्या जापान? ज़रूरत नहीं है आजकल, है कि नहीं? आजकल तो ऐसे वीडियो कॉलिंग हो जाएगा. ठीक है? द पर्सन विल गेट टू नो, यू विल बी एबल टू पर्सनली कॉन्टैक्ट विद दैट पर्सन. ईमेल कर दिया, व्हाट्सएप में बात कर लिया, वीडियो कॉल कर लिया, है कि नहीं? एंड आपको तो जापान जाना ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो वट एवर गुड्स यू वांट यू कैन सेंड हिम. ठीक है? सो यू आर द इम्पोर्टर, ही इज़ द एक्सपोर्टर सपोज. एंड एक्सपोर्टर को तो आपको पैसा देना पड़ेगा ना, राइट? सो हाउ दैट पर्सन सिटिंग इन जापान विल ट्रस्ट यू? सो फॉर दैट your bank, okay, wherever you have bank account, your bank will issue a letter of credit, and that letter of credit shows the credit worthiness of you. Customer का credit worthiness देगा कि yes, this is a trustworthy customer, you can send your goods. तो वो जो importer के बैंक में वो importer का जो बैंक है वो लोग exporter के बैंक पे भेज देंगे letter of credit. So that is one of the important document that is used. So this is also one of the function that is performed by banks. Clear? Apart from that, traveler check is issued. Foreign exchange is also done for exports and imports. Then convey information on behalf of their customer to the businessman operating in other places about collection of the information and all. Then ATM facility is given. So these are your, we can say, the functions of commercial banks. Right? Now we'll see the principles of commercial bank. ठीक है? So principle क्या क्या है commercial bank का? आपका पहला वाला जो principle है, that is principle of liquidity. Liquidity मतलब क्या? कुछ भी हो पैसा में convert होना चाहिए, है कि नहीं? Liquidity. अभी क्या बोल रहा है कि deposits are repayable on demand or after expiry of a certain period. उसका मतलब क्या है? मान लो कि आप लोग सेविंग डिपॉजिटर हो, सेविंग बैंक में, सेविंग अकाउंट में आपने पैसा डाला, किसी ने करेंट अकाउंट है, किसी का फिक्स डिपॉजिट अकाउंट है, किसी का रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट। आज नहीं तो कल किसी का इमरजेंसी कभी भी हो सकता है, कल हो सकता है, परसों हो सकता है, एक साल के बाद हो सकता है। एनी टाइम इफ़ यू आर डिपॉजिटिंग मनी यू विल डिमांड फॉर योर मनी, है कि नहीं? आपका वो राइट है, क्योंकि आपका पैसा है, आपका पैसा आप लोगों ने बैंक में डिपॉजिट किया है, तो आपका पैसा कभी भी आपको चाहिए होगा, ठीक है? डिमांड करोगे, है कि नहीं? सो दैट इज रीपेएबल ऑन डिमांड, फाइन। तो इसका मतलब इसमें यह दिखाया है कि एवरी डे डिपॉजिटर्स आइदर डिपॉजिट और विड्रॉ कैश। कोई ना कोई आएगा पैसा डिपॉजिट करने के लिए, कोई आएगा विड्रॉ करने के लिए। किसी का घर में कुछ हो गया, किसी का घर में हेल्थ इशू है, हॉस्पिटल जाना है, मैरिज है, बर्थडे है, कुछ बिल देना है, कुछ खरीदना है, कोई आएगा पैसा जमा करने के लिए, नहीं तो कोई आएगा विड्रॉ करने के लिए, है कि नहीं? सो टू मीट द डिमांड फॉर कैश ऑल कमर्शियल बैंक्स हैव टू कीप सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ कैश इन देयर कस्टडी। सो दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लिक्विडिटी, कि ऐसा नहीं कि बैंक पूरा डिपॉजिट आ गया एंड बैंक ने पूरा डिपॉजिट लेके उसको लोन दे दिया। ऐसे करने से क्या होगा, जिस किसी को विड्रॉ करना होगा तो वो तो ऐसे ही पत्थर फेंकेगा ना, मेरा पैसा मैंने डिपॉजिट किया था, मेरा पैसा वे भी विड्रॉ करने आए हैं, एक भी पैसा बैंक के पास है ही नहीं, है कि नहीं? सो वो प्रिंसिपल से बैंक नहीं चलता है। बैंक चलता है व्हाट? प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लिक्विडिटी। व्हेन एवर द कस्टमर विल आस्क फॉर मनी, दैट टाइम कस्टमर को पैसा देना पड़ेगा, लिक्विडिटी, ठीक है? अंडरस्टूड? ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी। ओके, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ये है कि जो बैंक बैठा है वो भी बिजनेस करने के लिए ही बैठा है, ठीक है? बैंक तो ऐसे नहीं कि चैरिटी करने के लिए तो नहीं, है कि नहीं? तो इसीलिए आपको आपके डिपॉजिट करने पे बैंक इज गिविंग यू 5%, 6%, बैंक इज गिविंग यू 4%, लेकिन जब आप बैंक से उधार लेने जाओगे बैंक आपसे लेगा 12%, बैंक आपसे लेगा 13%। ये जो बीच का जो परसेंटेज है 6%, 5%, वो बैंक का प्रॉफिट है। प्रॉफिट नहीं लेगा तो बैंक का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल, एसी का बिल कौन पे करेगा? बैंक का जो स्टाफ है, स्टाफ का सैलरी कौन पे करेगा, है कि नहीं? बैंक में जो खर्चा होगा एवरी मंथ, जनरेटर चलता है कि नहीं? कंप्यूटर आ गया आपका, उन लोग का खाना हो गया, उन लोग का सैलरी हो गया, हाउ अ बैंक विल रन, है कि नहीं? नहीं तो वो बैंक तो लॉस में ही चला जाएगा ना, है कि नहीं? सो लाइक द मेन objective of every commercial bank is to earn profit. So second one is principle of profitability. The driving force of commercial enterprise is to generate profit. So it is true in case of commercial bank also. So the main objective of commercial bank is to earn profit, right? So they are doing business to earn profit. They are doing business activities to earn profit. Then principle of solvency. Commercial bank should be financially sound, maintain a required capital for running the business, ठीक है? तो सॉल्वेंसी, इंसॉल्वेंसी मतलब क्या? तबादला निकल गया, इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया, पैसा नहीं है, माइनस में है, ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए। प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सॉल्वेंसी, हर बैंक का, एवरी बैंक शुड बी फाइनेंशियली साउंड. इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक द बैंक इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम लॉस ईयर्स आफ्टर ईयर्स. उन लोग के पास इनफ कैपिटल होना चाहिए सो दैट दे कैन रन, दे कैन वर्क ऑन एवरी डे बेसिस. जो वर्किंग कैपिटल है, जो एवरी डे में एक्सपेंसेस है, दैट दे शुड बियर, ठीक है? सो दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सॉल्वेंसी. नेक्स्ट आ गया आपका प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सेफ्टी. सेफ्टी मतलब इसमें क्या है कि आपके पास कोई XYZ आया, यू आर द ब्रांच मैनेजर, और वो बोल रहा है कि मुझे लोन चाहिए, आई वॉन्ट लोन, और बिना देखे, विदाउट चेकिंग, विदाउट लाइक checking the papers of that particular person, you're given loan, you're given loan a huge amount, लेकिन नेक्स्ट मंथ से आपको EMI नहीं आएगा तो वो आदमी का उतना हैसियत ही नहीं है EMI देने के लिए, वो आदमी का इतना इनकम ही नहीं है EMI देने के लिए, देन द बैंक विल बी इन ट्रबल. सो कभी ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपका पैसा सेफ नहीं है. So principle of safety should be taken into consideration. So यहाँ पे while investing the fund, जहाँ पे भी बैंक will invest money, the bank are to be cautious because bank's money is depositor's money. क्योंकि बैंक में जो पैसा आता है वो depositor का पैसा है. तो while giving loan to someone, to some party, to some person, proper documentation is required. ठीक है, पूरा जांच पड़ताल करके आपको लोन देना है. So that is principle of safety. ठीक है. The next one is principle of collection of savings. Today's banking, this is very important in today's banking business. Commercial banks always keep huge amount of idle money from the clients. Nowadays, banks fix up the target for the employees to generate more savings from the people. ठीक है, ये प्रिंसिपल बोल रहा है कि जितना हो सके उतना सेविंग कलेक्ट करो. तो जो एम्प्लॉय है उन लोगों को टारगेट दिया जाता है, आप इतना अकाउंट खोल के आओ, आपका इस महीने का टारगेट है 10 अकाउंट्स, आप क्लाइंट ढूंढ के लाओ. ठीक है, आजकल तो पूरा बैंक्स इतना भर के आजकल बैंक है. देयर आर सो मेनी प्राइवेट बैंक्स, दे विल कीप ऑन रनिंग टू यू. अकाउंट खोल लीजिए ना, अकाउंट खोल लीजिए. दे कीप ऑन विजिटिंग स्कूल्स, कॉलेजेस, ऑफिसेस अकाउंट खोलने के लिए. वाई? बिकॉज दे वांट टू कलेक्ट मनी, दे वांट टू कलेक्ट सेविंग्स ऑफ द पीपल. देन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लोन एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट पॉलिसी. तो यहाँ पे अर्निंग सोर्स क्या है, बैंक का अर्निंग सोर्स क्या है? जब बैंक लोन देगा, दैट इज अर्निंग सोर्स. नहीं तो कोई अर्निंग सोर्स नहीं है ना बैंक का, है कि नहीं? लॉकर फैसिलिटी दे रहा है तो वो एक अर्निंग सोर्स है. ठीक है, कस्टमर से महीने में कुछ ले लिया, साल में कुछ ले लिया. ठीक है, डिस्काउंटिंग ऑन बिल्स, वो थोड़ा सा अर्निंग सोर्स हो गया. लेकिन लाइक मेनली द अर्निंग सोर्स इज व्हाट? लेंडिंग मनी. पैसा उधार दे दिया लोगों को, दैट इज वन ऑफ द अर्निंग सोर्स. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इकोनॉमी. Commercial banks never go for any unnecessary expenditure. ठीक है, so principle of economy is one of the principle. Then they provide services to bring great reputation for the bank. Then bank secrecy maintain करना पड़ेगा. सब लोगों का, जितना भी client है, customer है, किसका account में कितना पैसा है, किसका account number क्या है, that secrecy should be maintained by the bank. So that is another one. Then principle of modernization. So whatever will be the updated modern technology, वो भी like banks should take into consideration principle of modernization. ये सब आपका हो गया principle of a sound bank. Clear? Principle of specialization. There are lots of principle. Specialization is like they are emphasizing on various segments. Emphasizing on various segments. The whole functions into various parts and place their human resources according to their efficiency. जैसे मान लो कि एक काउंटर पे आपका विड्रॉल हो गया, एक काउंटर पे बैंक न्यू अकाउंट ओपनिंग, एक काउंटर पे आपका डिमांड ड्राफ्ट बनाना है, एक काउंटर में चेक लेते हैं. लाइक दैट इज वेरियस सेगमेंट शुड बी देयर. दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्पेशलाइजेशन. देन principle of location. Location. So commercial bank should be located in good places. जहाँ पे reachable है, जहाँ पे एक commercial जहाँ पे जगह है वहाँ पे होना चाहिए. Then principle of relation. So bank should keep a good relationship with the customer. Then principle of publicity. So it is an age of publicity. Bank should advertise through various media about their banks and the facilities. So these are all about your principle. All this I have done or what? No, right? Or yes? Actually, I do it for the previous batches also, no? As all the time I think I have done it only. Every year, two batches, no? So now about central bank. So central bank is the apex of the banking system that you remember. It controls, regulates and supervises the activities of the bank. And the establishment year that you remember about central bank, that is 1935. and it was nationalized by the government in 1949 and renamed as RBI. Okay, so establishment of central bank is 1935, nationalization in 1949, and renamed as name as RBI, that you remember. Right? And the objective of central bank is to maintain internal value currency, to preserve the external value of currency, to ensure stability of the prices in the economy, to promote financial institutions, and to promote economic development. So these are the objectives of central bank in our country. Okay, and the main function of central bank is what? Central bank is note issue. So last class we have discussed about note issue. So note is issued by currency note is issued by the central bank, except 1 rupee note and coins. So that is issued by Government of India, Ministry of Finance. Okay. So note issue is the function of central bank. Apart from that, we have banker to the government. So banker to the government is like सेंट्रल बैंक जो है वो गवर्नमेंट का बैंकर है, ठीक है. तो गवर्नमेंट का जितना भी फंड होता है एंड द अकाउंट्स आर मेंटेन बाय द सेंट्रल बैंक, देन इट रिसीव्स मनी एंड मेक्स पेमेंट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. सो इसीलिए क्या बोलते हैं इसको? बैंकर्स टू government. Yes, bankers to government. Then it gives ways and means advances to the government. Government को loan भी देते हैं, ठीक है, and it issues new loans on behalf of the government, ठीक है. तो government के behalf में loan भी देते हैं. It manages the public debt, ठीक है. Then it undertakes foreign exchange transaction on behalf of the government. On behalf of the government, they also does foreign exchange. Then it acts as the agent of the government in dealing with the international financial institution. जो international financial institution है, IMF है, World Bank है, उन लोग के साथ भी they deal. They work as the agent. Then it advises the government on all financial matters. ठीक है? तो जो भी financial matter होगा वो government को time to time that is advice. Basically the governor of the RBI, that person, particular person, give advices to the government. Then next one is bankers bank. जो भी commercial bank है, ठीक है, इंडिया में जो commercial bank है, like we have SBI, we have private banks, right? So वो लोगों का, वो banks का भी banker है, bankers bank. So every bank maintains a certain minimum cash reserve with central bank as a statutory obligation. So it is the statutory obligation. Central bank बोलते हैं कि अब जो लोग भी जो banks है, you keep a minimum of cash reserve, that is CRR. Okay, you maintain cash reserve ratio, and this is the cash reserve ratio. So like the RBI fixes the CRR rate, and that has to be maintained by every banks. Okay, every banks, and it is a statutory obligation. It is lawful. It serves as a lender of the last resort. That this is one. It helps the commercial bank to overcome the problems of liquidity. And whenever any commercial bank will face any kind of your financial crisis, so that is held by the central bank. Then it acts as clearing house for commercial banks to settle their interbank accounts. Okay. Clearing house function is in like, as every bank has account with the central bank. मान लो कि मिस्टर एक्स ने मिस्टर वाई को एक चेक दिया, ठीक है, तो मिस्टर एक्स का अकाउंट है एसबीआई में, तो एसबीआई का अकाउंट से तो पैसा कटेगा, और मिस्टर वाई का अकाउंट है आपका एक्सिस में, ठीक है. सो एक्सिस में अकाउंट बढ़ जाएगा, तो इन दैट केस द सेंट्रल बैंक, व्हाट सेंट्रल बैंक विल बी डूइंग इट, सेंट्रल बैंक विल बी debiting money from SBI and crediting money in Axis Bank. तो वो balance हो जाएगा. That is like central bank act as the clearing house function. That is to settle the interbank accounts. So this is possible because, why? Because all commercial bank has account with the central bank. Am I clear? Okay. Then lender of the last resort is like here, whenever commercial bank will face any kind of problem of liquidity, so that can be solved by the central bank. And they also control credit. Commercial bank jitne bhi credit creation karega, and whenever there will be a problem of inflation, okay, so that time RBI will come into the picture and will try to control credit by adopting various techniques, qualitative and quantitative techniques. Then custodian of the foreign exchange reserve. Okay, so foreign exchange reserve ka custodian hai. Central bank maintains the reserve of the foreign exchange and regulate their use. It has the responsibility to maintain stability of the exchange rate of the native currency in terms of foreign currency. So these are your functions of central bank. Now we'll see the last topic for today. That is the difference between central bank and commercial bank. Okay, so here the first one is central bank enjoys the supreme monetary authority, and commercial bank no such authority. Okay, no such authority. And second one is central bank, they do not have the profit motive. They are established for welfare of the economy. And commercial bank, their main motive is like profit. Main motive is profit. And central bank is the ultimate source of money, that is money supply to the economy. Okay, economy ko money supply karta hai because they print money. And no such function is performed by commercial bank. Commercial banks cannot supply money. Then central bank act as the banker to the government, and commercial bank act as the banker to the customers, public. They cannot act as banker to the government. Then central bank is the lender of the last resort and hence never fails. But commercial bank undertakes risky business activities and sometimes may fail. And when they will fail, RBI will help them. Then central bank, they are not directly linked with the public. They do not give any service to the public. Okay, like no public can directly open bank account with central bank. So neither does accept deposit from public nor lends money. But commercial banks, they are directly linked with the public, so they accept deposit from the public and provide loans and advances to the public. Then it is generally subordinate to the state, that is state owned and state managed, and commercial bank can be public bank also, private banks also. Okay. Then central bank, they issue paper notes. Commercial banks, they cannot issue paper note, they just create credit. And the basis of cash money is issued is gold and foreign reserve. And here the basis of credit money generated is cash deposit only. So these are the difference between your central bank and commercial bank. And in India, there is only one central bank, and there are many commercial banks in India. Okay, there are many commercial banks. Okay, and what is the establishment year of central bank? 1935. 35. Okay. And nationalized in the year? Okay, fine. Okay, that's all for today.